Wait, who's the main bad guy in God of War?
Zeus.
Sorry, what was that?
Zeus!
Oh shit, my bad. I was doing my 10,000th playthrough of the God of War games when I realized that Kratos says Zeus a lot.
Zeus!
And also every other character says Zeus a lot. So I listened to every line of dialogue in the original God of War trilogy and counted all the times that a character said the name
Zeus!
The first God of War doesn't really say much about Zeus at all because it's the only game where he hasn't killed Kratos yet. Honestly, he's pretty chill in this game. He's like, what's up, bro? You like lightning? Check this shit out. Anyways, here's all the times they say Zeus in God of War 1.
Zeus has forbidden the gods from waging war on each other.
Lord Zeus.
Zeus has commanded him to wander the desert endlessly.
You've recovered Zeus's precious box. Zeus!
That's it. Not a lot, right?
Zeus!
Kratos says Zeus one time. He's in second place for our saying Zeus's name competition, and first place is a tie between Ares and Athena. They both say Zeus twice, giving us 5 total Zeuses in God of War 1. I'm about to be a huge nerd and do a lot of math, so to make it interesting, I sped my voice up so I sound like a little chipmunk, okay?
Using howlongtobeat.com, we can see the average God of War 1 playthrough time is about 9 hours. If we divide the number of Zeuses spoken by the average completion time, this gives us a ZPH of 0.55.
ZPH meaning Zeuses per hour. So for every hour you play, you would hear half a Zeus, which is, it doesn't make sense, but it's just math. That's not a very high number, but trust me, the next 2 games go insane. All right, let's roll the God of War 2 Zeus montage.
I do not need your help, Zeus. You will pay for this, Zeus.
Defeat Zeus.
I must face Zeus.
Zeus, to the moment Zeus betrayed you.
Zeus. Zeus.
Zeus betrayed and killed you, Kratos.
Why do you aid me, Gaia?
Zeus, the baby Zeus. For in Zeus.
For the glory of Zeus. The time of Zeus is coming to an end.
You seek the sisters to kill Zeus.
And you will be able to return to the moment when Zeus...
Why would I ever trust a servant of Zeus?
By taking the blade of Olympus back and driving it into Zeus's heart!
Bloodlust and power raged within Zeus. Then Zeus created a powerful weapon. I would have destroyed Zeus if you had not put me here.
And I will kill Zeus once and for all!
Zeus did what he must to protect Olympus in you. Zeus feared the destruction.
What treachery is this?
Zeus.
Zeus! Is this how you face me, coward? I am through doing the bidding of the gods. Come down here and face me now, Zeus!
The death of Zeus. Zeus will torment you still.
It is not your destiny to kill Zeus.
I have come to kill you, Zeus! I do not seek to destroy Olympus, only Zeus.
Zeus is Olympus, a fear that drove Zeus to kill you, just as Zeus was compelled to destroy his father Kronos. They will protect Zeus. Zeus must live.
Zeus is weak. Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Well, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? So here's the breakdown. The final Zeus count was 42 Zeuses. How Long to Beat tells us that the main story is about 12 hours on average. So with a little math, we get a Zeus per hour score of 3.5 ZPH. In other words, you're hearing Zeus's name about once every 17 minutes. Kratos was the #1 Zeus sayer in the game with 15 Zeuses. Athena came in 3rd place with 6 Zeuses, and the 2nd place spot goes to Gaia, titan of mud and rocks and shit, with 10 Zeuses. The rest were spoken by random nerds. So across the first 2 games, we have a total of 47 Zeuses. God of War 2 had a lot of Zeus in it, but does God of War 3 have even more? Well, you know what time it is, God of War 3 montage. See you on the other side, buddy.
Zeus! Your son has returned.
Zeus should have kept you where you belong.
The death of Zeus is within our reach. Climb to my hand. Even now, Zeus gains.
The destruction of Zeus is why you saved me from death!
Zeus is no longer your concern.
We are not finished, Zeus.
My sacrifice to save Zeus has brought me to a higher existence. My death came by your blade.
My blade was meant for Zeus. The death of Zeus is all that matters.
Zeus will not fall as easily as Ares.
You once sacrificed yourself to save Zeus, and now you seek to destroy him?
As long as Zeus reigns, there is no hope for mankind.
By the gods of Olympus and order of Zeus. I thought Zeus would have killed you by now. Zeus may have imprisoned me here. Zeus rewarded me with my marriage to the beautiful Aphrodite. That day, Zeus became the fiend you now know.
Understand this, Athena. Zeus will die.
But I must face Zeus. The Titans must take down Olympus.
No!
You will never defeat Zeus, Spartan. That to destroy Zeus, you must step into the flame to receive its power. My death will not lead you to Zeus.
To catch a fly from the ass of Zeus is not worth my time.
You're off to kill your father, Zeus.
It all began when Zeus triumphed over the Titans in the Great War. Zeus understood that the evils born from that battle. Zeus commissioned Hephaestus. Fear gripped Zeus.
Applause for another bastard child of Zeus.
You know I seek revenge on Zeus.
You were always Zeus's favorite.
The air on Olympus affects your thinking. Zeus has no favorites. Zeus! Zeus!
Zeus refuses to have that stupid mortal Daedalus.
When Zeus came to take the box, I hid Pandora away. Zeus tortured me.
I will stop at nothing to destroy Zeus.
You're right, Spartan. If it means the death of Zeus, I'd be happy to help you.
Zeus was consumed with fear.
I saw Zeus torture my father.
Kratos, help!
Put her down, Zeus! Release the girl, Zeus!
Fear drove Zeus to kill his father. A fear that drove Zeus to kill you. Zeus uses fear. You used my power to kill Zeus. When Zeus gathered all the evils, you used my power to kill Zeus. I saw you do it. Zeus himself fell prey to the dark evils. You gained the strength that Zeus could never destroy. When you killed Zeus, I delivered your revenge on Zeus.
It is over, Athena.
Fuck you, Zeus! Okay, the last one was me. Here's the breakdown. There were a total of 56 Zeuses spoken in God of War 3. How Long to Beat says the main story is about 10 hours on average, which makes the math very easy. We have a Zeus per hour, or ZPH, of 5.6. If you play God of War 3, you will basically hear the name Zeus once every 10 minutes. That's insane. The ZPH is off the charts. Kratos said Zeus 15 times, which is the same as God of War 2. That's weird, right? If you're into conspiracies and God of War, this is your moment, dude. However, he tied for first place with Athena. They both said Zeus 15 times, and I'm not kidding when I say that Athena says it 11 times in the last 20 minutes of the game. You saw the montage, it was constant. It's absolutely bonkers. Second place goes to creepy Smith god Hephaestus with 7 Zeuses. Third place is Gaia with 4 Zeuses. So in the entire God of War trilogy, the name Zeus is spoken 103 times. The average playtime for the entire trilogy is 31 hours, which gives us a Zeus per hour score of 3.3. But if you account for the fact that Zeus is barely mentioned in God of War 1, we'd have 98 Zeuses across God of War 2 and 3 with a 22-hour total runtime, giving us a final ZPH of 4.5 Zeuses per hour. I don't really know what the point of this was, but holy shit, that's a lot of Zeus.